Good morning, students. This is Suman from DBSIT. Now I am going to discuss about financial accounting in Unit 4. Financial accounting means every organization wants to know either it made a profit or loss at the end of the given period. For this purpose, the companies are prepared to profit or loss account, and also prepare assets and how much assets and how much liabilities are there. For this purpose, the companies are made a statement containing assets and liabilities. And the next definition of accounting: American Institute of Certified Public Accounts defines accounting as an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing the significant manner money and money transactions. Here, branches of accounting are classified into three types. First one, financial accounting; second one, cost accounting; and third one, management accounting. Financial accounting contains trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Next, cost accounting to prepare for the purpose of controlling the cost of a product or a department. Next, management accounting to prepare the purpose of use the top management for necessary decision making. Next one, accounting cycle. In accounting, first stage is journal. Next, second stage is ledger, and the third stage is final balance, and the final stage is final accounts. Final accounts comprises trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. These are the stages of accounting cycle. It means preparation of accounting. First stage is generalization. Based on generalization, the second stage is ledger. Based on ledger, the third stage is trial balance. Based on the trial balance, finally prepare the final accounts. It contains the trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. And then types of accounts and rules. Here, accounts are classified into three accounts. First one, personal account; second one, real account; and the third one is nominal account. What is personal account? Here, these accounts are opened in the names of persons' names, company names, firm names, etc. Means in this personal account shows the names of persons. And the next rule is, in this personal account, rule is debit the receiver and credit the giver. Second one, real account. It means these accounts are opened in the names of assets like furnitures, pictures, machineries, buildings, lands, etc. Here, rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And the third one is nominal account. Nominal accounts are opened in the names of expenses, losses, incomes, and gains. Here, rule is debit all the expenses and losses, credit all the incomes and gains. Take an example. Generalize the following transactions in the books of Madhu. The first transaction is Madhu commenced with 15,000. Second transaction is paid into bank 10,000. Third transaction is purchased goods from B 2,000. January 5th sold goods for cash 7,000. January 10th paid salaries 4,000. January 11th purchased goods for cash 3,000. And January 15th sold goods to Naveen 5,000. These are the transactions of Madhu in the books of Madhu. The first one is generalized. Take the table format. 5 columns is there. Date, particulars, L bar F, debit amount, credit amount. In this column, no need write here, anything write here. In practical accounting, ledger folio is mentioned here, writing here, but here no need anything writing here, anything right here. The first transaction is Madhu commenced with rupees 15,000. Here, Madhu is person name. In this transaction, Madhu and cash is there. Madhu is person name and cash 15,000. So, January first transaction is cash account data to Madhu account. Cash account data to Madhu account. Cash means what comes in business. Debit 50,000. And Madhu is name of the person. Here, personal account credit the giver. So Madhu is credit side 15,000. And write the clear explanation about this transaction being Madhu start the business with 15,000. This is called narration. Next transaction, January 2nd paid into bank. January 2nd paid into bank. In this transaction, bank is name of the bank, organization name. So this transaction goes to personal account. What is the real rule is here? Debit the receiver and credit the giver. In this transaction, bank is receiver. What is transaction? Paid into bank. So bank is receiver. So debit the receiver in the personal account. Bank is bank account data to. What goes out in this transaction? Bank is name of the organization. So personal account, debit the receiver, and then cash is goes out. So cash is asset. Based on real account, what goes out? Credit. So cash is credit side. Total amount 10,000. 10,000. And the next transaction, January 3rd, purchased goods from B. Here, B is a person name. Person name, it will goes to personal account. B is a receiver, either giver. Here, purchased goods from B. So B is giver. So credit the giver. What is the rule here? Credit the giver. So person name B is creditor January 3rd. D account, sorry, credit the giver to B account. In this transaction, what is debited? Here, purchased goods from B. So, what comes in the organization? Goods. What comes in the organization? Goods. Goods are going to real account. So, real account, what is the rule? What comes in? What comes in? Debited. So, goods comes into business. So, these goods are entered in the debit side. So, goods account, data to B account. The total amount 2000. Next transaction, sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash, 7,000. What comes in this transaction? Goods are assets. And also cash is also asset. What comes in this transaction is sales transaction. So cash is what comes in, goods are what goes out. This both real in this real account. What is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So in this transaction, credit is goods, debit is cash. What comes in cash? January 5th, what comes in? Cash. Cash account, data to what goes out? Sales means goes out. Goods account R to sales account. Total amount, what is the total amount? 7,000. The next transaction, paid salaries 4,000. Salaries are always expenses to the organization. So this will go to nominal account. Expenses, debit all the expenses. What is the rule here? Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all incomes and gains. Here, what is the transaction? Paid salaries. Salaries are expenses. So salaries are entered in the debit side. Salaries account, data to what goes out? What goes out? Cash. Cash account. Total amount 4,000. 4,000. Date is January 10th. Next transaction. Purchase goods for cash. This is a cash transaction. Purchase goods for cash 3,000. Here cash is goes out, goods is comes in. In this real account, what is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. In this transaction, purchased goods for cash. Purchased goods for cash. What comes in? Goods. What goes out? Cash. So, what comes in goods is debit. Goods account or goods account data to cash account. What is the amount? 3,000. 3,000. January 11th. And the next transaction, sold goods to Naveen. When the name is given here, it is known as credit transaction. It is not related to cash transaction. This is related to credit transaction. So here the transaction is sold goods to Naveen. Here Naveen is receiver. In this personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Sold goods to Naveen. So Naveen is receiver. Naveen account data 2. Naveen account data 2 sales account. Sales account either goods account. Both are same here. Both are same. January 15th. This is the formation of generalization. In accounting cycle, in accounting process, the first step is generalization. Next stage is ledger. Then the next stage is trial balance, and finally final stage final accounts. In these accounts comprises trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. This is the formation of generalization in books of month. Finally, total the amount Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe DBS Talks. Thank you.